Good Monday evening and welcome to the NCWLIFE Evening News. I'm Grant Olson. Before we get to tonight's top stories, let's take a quick look outside our weather window. And winter, it's back as we take a look up north at our Billy Goat camera. That's overlooking the towns of Brewster and Pateros, also where the Methow River meets the Columbia River. And some snowfall up that way too. We've seen some here in the Wenatchee area throughout our afternoon. Nothing real heavy, but the big news coming up are temperatures. And notice right at the bottom of that graphic, that's our Wenatchee temperatures. We are getting cold. 27 the high for Tuesday, about 26 the high Wednesday. We'll stay in the upper 20s on Thursday before we finally warm up on Friday and into this weekend. So be careful if you're outside with low temperatures dropping down into those single numbers. And we'll talk much more weather coming up a little bit later on. And now a few of the stories we're following for you tonight. Wenatchee police on Saturday recovered thousands of dollars worth of property stolen in vehicle prowls in Wenatchee, East Wenatchee, and Leavenworth. And vehicle traffic over Stevens Pass slowed to a crawl yesterday morning, apparently due to a huge numbers of skiers trying to reach the Stevens Pass ski resort. But first, our top story tonight. Law enforcement continues to search for a suspect in the deaths of an Omac couple whose bodies were found last Wednesday on property they own near Chesaw in northeast Okanagan County. The Okanagan County Sheriff's Office said its focus remains on the Chesaw area in the vicinity of Neely Road. On Friday, the Sheriff's Office said several warrants have been obtained that have yielded information helpful in the search. The cause of the couple's deaths has not yet been released, but County Coroner Dave Rodriguez said that could come this week, with an autopsy expected in midweek. 80-year-old Dave Covey and 66-year-old Geraldine Covey were found dead on their property during a missing person search. During that search, a man living on a nearby property fled twice when approached by deputies. Sheriff Tony Hawley said that man remains a person of interest in the investigation. Wenatchee police on Saturday recovered thousands of dollars worth of property stolen in vehicle prowls in Wenatchee, East Wenatchee, and Leavenworth. One suspect was arrested and two other suspects are still being sought. 33-year-old Savannah Lynn Austin was booked into the Chelan County Jail on 10 different charges, including vehicle prowls, malicious mischief, shoplifting, possession of stolen property, and illegal possession of a firearm. Wenatchee Police Captain Edgar Reinfeld said the prowls started Thursday night.
We had a number of vehicle prowls all over town, literally from north end to southwest corner residential areas. And conveniently, one of those prowls was caught on video. At least one of them. There may have been more than one, but at least one of them was caught on video where the guys were able to start developing some suspects. One of the vehicles, unfortunately, included an out-of-area police car for people who were here for training. And they got some equipment but no firearms, thankfully. So as they worked on this through the day Friday, they identified suspects at a residence where the suspects have had a tendency to hang out, and they got search warrants together, but they kept getting information that the people weren't there, so they sat on it. Well, unfortunately, Friday night, there were more vehicle prowls, including some out in Leavenworth, that were the same people. So by Saturday morning, we got information that the suspects were back at the residence here in Wenatchee that they were looking at, and were actually unloading property from the suspect vehicle into the garage of the house. Officers were able to get there. The primary vehicle fled as officers arrived. With modern pursuit law, we were unable to pursue that vehicle, but at least saw it going and confirmed the identity of the driver, because we got to look at him, and totally isolate one suspect that way as far as knowing who it was. Search warrant was served at the house. They recovered stolen property from at least 3 vehicle prowls at that location. And as officers were leaving, car in the driveway belonging to one of the suspects, they looked over and realized there was more property in it. So they seized that vehicle for a search warrant. About 2 hours after that vehicle had fled that scene, it was reported sitting on top of a snowbank in another neighborhood in Wenatchee with nobody in it. So they went and got the original vehicle as well. Continue working through the rest of Saturday and a good bit of yesterday. and recovered property from at least 4 or 5 vehicle prowls, if not many more. I'm not certain, but it includes tools, snowboard equipment, some other ski equipment, other people's recreational stuff, small electronics, just kind of the whole run of things people might leave in their car. But it also included the police equipment from Anacortes Police Department. So that was recovered, with all of it recovered intact.
Vehicle traffic over Stevens Pass slowed to a crawl yesterday morning, apparently due to a huge numbers of skiers trying to reach the Stevens Pass ski resort after fresh powder fell there starting Saturday night. The State Department of Transportation closed the area from Scenic all the way to the summit for about an hour starting at 9 a.m. so state troopers could clear the backlog. The pass then closed again briefly this morning for seasonal avalanche control. When we come back, Douglas County will no longer make use of the Okanagan County Jail after its current contract ends this year. Douglas County residents can turn in their hazardous waste in a collection event next month at East Wenatchee City Hall. And bird watchers in the scenic Methow Valley say they've recorded the highest number of birds ever in their annual winter count. I'm Grant Olson, and you're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News.
Introducing Alpine Air Man. Because every home needs a superhero to eliminate poor indoor air quality, send inefficient operating equipment packing, and cut high energy bills down to size. For heating or cooling and equipment replacement, turn to the experts and the superheroes at Carrier and Alpine Air. We offer the best deals on high-efficiency Carrier products, along with friendly, knowledgeable service and incredible savings to fit your budget.
When it comes to finding a memory care community, you want the very best. You want to know that your loved one is safe and receiving compassionate care in a loving environment. Fieldstone Memory Care is an innovative assisted living community designed for those with Alzheimer's, dementia, and Parkinson's disease. You'll find a community specifically designed to enrich residents' lives. The Fieldstone team is here to help you navigate the important decisions you face when a loved one has dementia or Alzheimer's. Welcome home to Fieldstone.
Welcome back. In another news, Douglas County will no longer make use of the Okanagan County Jail after its current contract ends this year. Douglas has no jail of its own and has used Okanagan County's facility for years to house up to 40 criminal suspects at a time. The cost was about $61 per inmate per day. But commissioners for the two counties failed to come to an agreement after Okanagan County began accepting fewer detainees, citing COVID-19 restrictions, an aging jail, and a shortage of corrections officers. Commissioners met in January, hoping to hammer out a new framework, but last week, Okanagan County announced it would not renew the agreement. Douglas County says it will likely begin booking its detainees at the Chelan County Regional Justice Center in Wenatchee while it looks for a long-term solution. Douglas County residents can turn in their hazardous waste in a collection event next month at East Wenatchee City Hall. The drop-off takes place March 26th at the 9th Street building. Materials that will be accepted include paint products, batteries, vehicle oils and fluids, pesticides, fertilizers, and even used medical sharps. The event is open only to Douglas County residents, and proof of your address may be required. A list of accepted materials is available from the city or county websites. Meanwhile, bird watchers in the scenic Methow Valley say they have recorded the highest number of birds ever in their annual winter count, more than 6,600. The January 2nd event tallied up 73 different species of birds. The team of about 50 birders working in the Twisp area spotted more than 700 Bohemian waxwings, almost 600 goldfinches, and more than 500 California quail. And let's not forget America's bird, 55 bald eagles turned out to spread their wings for everyone watching. You're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News. Coming up next, tonight's feature story and your complete local weather forecast. That and much more still to come on the NCWLIFE Evening News. Please stay with us.
Raising a family may have seemed overwhelming to your parents, but they weren't. Coach, teacher, life guide, caregiver. Family takes care of family. And as the circle of life continues, you now are their caregiver. It may seem overwhelming, but we're here to help you find the support services necessary so you can provide quality care to your elders.
Call Aging and Adult Care of Central Washington at 1-800-572-4459.
I'm John Divis from Wenatchee Dental Arts, and I like to think myself as a comprehensive dentist. We are an office that treats people comprehensively for their dental problems. We do a lot of general dentistry in a broad sense. We don't send everything out. Things that we have the ability to do in the office, we like to keep in the office and under one roof and keep things as complication-free as possible. You can come to one place and have all their dental needs taken care of.
News, weather, and sports. It's all here weekdays at 5, 6, and 10 on your local news source, the NCW Life channel.
Connect with us on Networked as we introduce you to the people and organizations who are leading innovation in the region. Get inspired, engaged, and networked right here on the NCW Life channel.
Welcome back to the NCW Life Evening News. In tonight's feature story, following a stressful morning of interviews by 5 out-of-town judges and a colorful and lively pageant evening in front of a packed house at the Wenatchee Convention Center, the 2022 Apple Blossom Royalty Court was announced Saturday and was broadcast live right here on the NCW Life channel. Ryan Salcido was selected queen, while Ainsley Shearer and Presley Nelson were selected princesses to reign over the 2022 Washington State Apple Blossom Festival. Here's a look at the moment the selections were made.
Ladies and gentlemen, we now present to you Princess Ainsley Shearer.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we now present to you Princess Presley Nelson.
Now the 103rd queen to reign over the Washington State Apple Blossom Festival, the winner of a $10,000 scholarship, Her Royal Highness Queen Ryan.
Oh my goodness. Where to even begin? I would first like to thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ for getting me to this moment. He has built me into who I am. I also want to thank my mom and dad for also building me into who I am. And I'm so proud of all of you. Thank you for helping me get to where I am today. Guys, I couldn't have done it without every single one of these girls, so let's give them a round of applause too.
Time now for a look at your north central Washington weather forecast. Hope your weekend was a good one and your Monday. And Mother Nature reminding us what season we're still in this morning with a little bit of snow shower activity here at home. And we've been seeing that throughout our afternoon as well. And as we move to the north part of our viewing area, this is our Billy Goat Sky-Fi Tower camera, and you can see right here the town of Pateros. Back here is Brewster, and yeah, some snow showers up that way today. Pretty much all of us in the viewing area today picked up a snow flurry or two out of this. High temperature unofficially in Wenatchee today for the first time in about 5 days below normal. 38 degrees this afternoon. 44 is our normal high temperature right now. How about that record high? What a day. 65 degrees back in 1988. What a beauty. 30 degrees our overnight low this morning. 28 is our normal low, so pretty much right in the ball game of where we should be for our low temperatures. 10 degrees our record cold, and that was in 1986. We still have not picked any new precipitation. That could change, maybe a trace or so. Sunrise before 7 now at 6:55, and the sun sets at 5:34. Taking a look at what we can expect as we get you into your Tuesday weather. The Arctic cold is coming, folks, and it's going to move down on us overnight, and that's going to provide a much below normal day tomorrow as far as high temperatures. A lot of 28s on our map tomorrow. Moses Lake, Ephrata, Quincy, and Wenatchee. Also Cashmere, Entiat, up into Chelan. All of us 28 degrees. A little bit cooler for Lake Wenatchee tomorrow at 23. So as you can see, a big cool down as we get you into Tuesday. And look at this cold air. This is the cold sinking all the way down almost to the northern part of Texas and Arizona. And here is the real cold in Montana and the Dakotas into Minnesota. We're still going to be chilly tonight though, with low temperatures right around that 20-degree mark. And then for Tuesday, lots of clear skies, but it's really not going to matter. This area of high pressure bringing all of that cold down into the U.S. And as we just showed you, highs tomorrow generally in the upper 20s. For Wednesday, mostly sunny and continued cold. It looks like this could be our coldest day of the week with highs only in the mid-20s. For Thursday, the good news is at least we're still going to see a lot of sunshine. Still going to be chilly though with high temperatures near 30 on Thursday. But look at the green beginning to creep back up into Washington. That's a slowly moderating temperature, and we will see that as we get into the weekend. Mostly sunny for Friday. Slightly warmer too with highs in the low 30s. Look at all the clear skies with that cold air on Friday across the country. And then as we get you into the upcoming weekend, things don't look too bad. Partly cloudy skies, a bit warmer on Saturday with highs in the mid 30s. But I'm sure you noticed that frontal boundary bringing some rain in, and that will bring some rain and mixed with snow, I think, on Sunday. Cloudy skies, a little bit warmer too with highs on Sunday at the end of our forecast into the upper 30s. Let's take a look now at that 7-day forecast. Tonight, 17 degrees. Bundle up the next couple of days. 28 tomorrow. 8 degrees, the overnight low for Tuesday night, and that'll make for a cool Wednesday. 26 for our high, 14 for our low, before our temperatures slowly moderate. 32 by Friday, 34 on Saturday, and even though we might see a rain-snow mix on Sunday, high temperatures warmer around 38. And that's a look at your local weather forecast. Coming up next, tonight's sports report with Eric Granstrom and more as the NCWLIFE Evening News continues right after this.
What's the best way to attract a wide variety of beautiful birds to your backyard? By offering the birds the right foods in expertly designed bird feeders from Wild Birds Unlimited. Whether you've been feeding the birds for a while or are just getting started, let our backyard bird feeding specialists show you how to add a little joy to your life and make nature a part of every day. Shop now for exclusive bird foods, feeders, hardware, and more. Wild Birds Unlimited. Products designed by experts. Trusted local advice.
911, what is the address of your emergency?
Yes, it's me. It's my husband. I think there's something the matter with him.
It was a feeling that I'll never forget, like being able to meet them and know that he survived.
Okay, tell me what's happening. Is he conscious? No, he's not. He's not. Okay, take a deep breath for me. I'm getting you help.
Rivercom means to me that I still have my husband here with me. They're the ones that guided me through saving his life.
And now, it's a sports update on the NCWLIFE channel.
And a happy Monday to you. We'll begin our recap of the weekend in sports by going back to Friday in a game we broadcasted here on the NCWLIFE channel. Eastmont Wenatchee meeting for the fourth time this season, this time in the District 6 4A playoffs. Game came right down to the wire. Grant and I had the call here on the NCWLIFE channel.
Looking for that open man as Torres comes out on him. Now Panthers in a man-to-man defense.
And they've got Lloydhammer on Monahan.
Malcolm working on a Mezqua. Really tough shot, no good. There's Rivers Cook with a huge rebound. Eastmont sticking with that 2-3 zone defense here late. 20 seconds now left. 8 on the shot clock. Terrell Malcolm gets the tip, and it goes out of bounds.
Now you're almost to the point where you do have to take that three.
You do. Lloydhammer, I don't know if he was behind, and then throws it away as he tried to find a Mezqua. As Heimbinger will do it all over again, trying to find somebody inbounds.
Oh, almost turned over.
And a Mezqua does come up with it. What's the call? I didn't see the call with everybody standing up here, but I think the call is it went out on went out of bounds off a Panther. So Eastmont will bring it in once again. Spencer Heimbinger will bring it in. He does so to Reese Gallagher. River Cook grabs him from behind. And really
they
for
could
Gallagher,
basically put it away here.
He can. One free throw made here would just about do it. Gallagher at the line as Panthers student body makes noise. A free throw, no good. Rebound into the hands of Easley. Now Monahan, and Easley's going to be fouled. We go right-handed shooter. Easley so far tonight 2 of 2 from the charity stripe. On the way, good. Easley is second on the way, good. And that'll do it for the Eastmont Wildcats. 3 seconds, 2. Shot taken, Lloydhammer, no good. And that will do it here at Eastmont High School in the District 6 4-8 tournament. Eastmont 52 and Wenatchee 47.
While Eastmont knocked off Wenatchee, Davis won the district title over West Valley. The Wildcats then traveled to Yakima Saturday and beat the Rams to advance to the regional tournament 63-60. Moses Lake is the champion of the District 6 4A tournament on the girls' side. After downing Eisenhower Friday, cadet season came to an end the next night when they fell to Sunnyside. Chelan had its season come to an end Saturday, falling in overtime to Lakeside 9 Mile Falls. Get that score, 99-96, like the NBA for goodness sakes. Quincy moves on to the regionals with an 89-81 win over Colville. Cashmere will move on to the regionals after a 65-24 win over Riverside. Omac's girls season came to an end when it fell to Colville on Saturday. In the District 6 1B tournament Saturday at Wenatchee High School, Riverside Christian moved on by downing Soap Lake. The Waterville-Mansfield girls head on to the regionals with a 32-22 win over Pateras. Lake Roosevelt advanced to the regionals with a 71-45 win over Okanagan on Saturday. Also, the Okanagan girls won the District 6 2B title Friday over Lake Roosevelt. Tonasket advanced to the regionals with a win over Coupeville. So here's what came of the draws on Sunday for regional boys action this week. Eastmont is a 16 seed and will face Federal Way at Auburn High School Friday at 4 o'clock. Quincy is an 8 seed and faces number 1 King Saturday at Jackson High School at noon. Brewster's a number 4 seed and plays Saturday at noon at Wenatchee High School against Morton White Pass. Lake Roosevelt's a 9th seed and plays Riverview Saturday at 2 at Eastmont High School. For the girls, Moses Lake is a 14th seed and faces Olympia Saturday at noon at Tumwater High. Cashmere is a 3 seed and plays 6th seeded Freeman Friday night at 8 at Wenatchee High School. Okanagan's a 4th seed and plays Raymond Saturday afternoon at 2 at Wenatchee High School. Waterville-Mansfield has a date with Muckleshoot Tribal Friday night at 8 at Eastmont High School. We had 11 wrestlers from our area make the podium at the MAC Classic 33 in the Tacoma Dome over the weekend on Saturday. Congratulations to Eastmont's Nathan Chang, 7th at 126 pounds. Wenatchee's Tyler Skyleman and Evan Burdan, who finished 5th at 170 and 3rd at 220, respectively. Fred's Hudson Sager was 3rd at 152. Quincy had 2 placers, and Sade Alvarez and David Medina. Cashmere's Everardo Lopez was fourth at 285 pounds. And how about the ladies? 3 girls picked up state championships at Mac Classic, including Quincy Shannon Workinger at 170 pounds, and Moses Lake's Bianca Johnson at 120, and Ashley Diana Naran at 115 pounds. Ephrata's Marisol Flores second at 100 pounds. To swimming, Wenatchee's relay teams made the podium at the Boys State Swim and Dive Championships in Federal Way. Panthers were second in the 200 medley relay, third in the 200 free relay, and fourth in the 400 free relay. Wenatchee's Austin Elwin fifth in the 100 free, and Benjamin Madsen third in the 100 backstroke. And in the adaptive swim, Moses Lake's Danny Thurman second, Eastmont's Joshua Kernke third, and Wenatchee's Danny George fifth in the 50 free. Thurman was third and George fifth at the 50 backstroke as well. After a scoreless first period Friday, Cade Littler lit the lamp early in the second, which started a good finish for the Wild as they beat Vernon 5-1. Garrett Sidlowski and Parker Murray also found the back of the net in the closing moments of the second, which helped the Wild carry momentum into the third. The game also featured the return of our good buddy Art Checker to the microphone after nearly being killed in a car crash last year.
Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Town Toyota Center for a live coverage of BCHL hockey action tonight, featuring the visiting Vernon Vipers and your Wenatchee Wild. It's Military Appreciation Night, featuring home games. You got the West Kelowna Warriors coming on March 2nd. The final Wednesday. Oh, there's a shot and a score right in front. Cade Littler got a stick on it. The Vipers are arguing that it may have been played with a high stick. There were under 2 minutes to go in the second period. Game tied at 1. Wenatchee working from right to left. Shot in front. Score! Garrett Sidlowski, and what a beautiful goal that was. Third swings, but can't clear it. Held in by Somoza. Shot, tip, score! Parker Murray on the redirection. Ian Somoza with a shot from the right boards. And Parker Murray in front got the stick on it and lobs it upstairs. Back behind the Wild net, or the Viper net. Shot, score, the one-timer from the left circle. As the Wild convert on the power play. Distantly, here's a 3-on-1 for the Wild. Caffarelli dishes over to Emerson, back across, shot, score! Jacob Karpa puts it home on the 3-on-1 break. Fans count it down, and this one is in the books.
Wenatchee's off until Friday when begins their 3-game stint north of the border, 2 at Cranbrook and 1 at Trail. Seattle Kraken fell to Calgary Saturday 2-1. Flames outshot the Kraken 37-23. Seattle's in Vancouver tonight at 7 o'clock on Root Sports Northwest. Haley Van Lith led Louisville with 20 points as the Cardinals beat Virginia Tech yesterday 70-56. Also on Sunday, it was an upset Pac-12 for the Washington State. They beat 8th-ranked Arizona 72-67. Joanna Tedder led the way with the 21 points for the Cougars. Washington picked up its first Pac-12 conference win of the season, downing Arizona State behind 18 points from Haley Van Dyke. To the men's on Saturday, Gonzaga won its 10th WCC title in a row at 81-69 over Santa Clara. Drew Timme led the way with 23 points. Washington fell to 13th-ranked UCLA 76-50 Saturday, while Washington State couldn't hold a second-half lead, fell to 17th-ranked USC Sunday 62-60. That's sports news. I'm Eric Granstrom. Grant, back to you.
Thank you very much, Eric. And now let's check in with Dan Kuntz for a look at what's coming up tomorrow morning on Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. Dan?
Thank you very much, Grant. On a Tuesday edition of Wake Up Wenatchee Valley, our very own Jefferson Robbins had a chance to sit down with Star Hernandez. Star Hernandez was the 24-year-old who was attacked at the Super 8 motel last summer. Of course, her attacker was convicted and is currently serving 18 years in prison. Star Hernandez and her story of what happened that night with an exclusive interview with Jefferson Robbins will air on tomorrow's Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. We'll have that very cold weather forecast and everything else to get your Tuesday going. Can't wait to see you tomorrow morning, live and local at 7 a.m. Grant, back to you.
Thank you very much, Dan. And that is going to do it for our newscast tonight. I'm Grant Olson. Thanks for joining us and have a great night.